gentlemen, boys and girls. What do you think of it so far? That's the idea. I gather from the singing that we've already more or less got the idea. The other thing is, I know that we're all City fans here tonight, and we're just 3 days away from giving those red bastards a fucking good hiding. Well, you can go and fight on my fucking behalf. Well, that's not the spirit of friendly rivalry we're trying to encourage. Now, I feel as if my whole life has been leading up to this point. Listen, I know that it's like we're all pro-City here this evening, but what we've got to bear in mind is that, believe it or not, although we started it and we've got more right than anybody else, there are people elsewhere in the country who don't like fucking United either. Like Liverpool, Leeds, not London, obviously. It is so. The whole theme of this is like anti-Manchester United. No, I know the City thing's brilliant, but we've got to bear in mind we're trying to reach out to those people who can't stand the fuckers either. Well, I'm painting a picture for you. Because like when they, you've got to think about. To be fair to United fans, there are decent ones. I'm sure one day I'll fucking meet one. Well, when they play Arsenal and Spurs, the United fans are there, and some of them don't get home till fucking 6:30, 7 o'clock. Let me just try and set the tone for the evening here. I'll just show you what we're up against. I'll just take you back to a little incident that concerns that other place. And a few years ago, they were playing in the Cup Winners' Cup. And you see, this is what we're up against all the time. They were playing the second leg against a Greek team. I think they were called Athinaikos, and it was a foregone conclusion. It was on telly, fucking obviously. Right? Obviously, they were going to piss it, and then everything, Trevor McDonald was ready, everything was going to go ahead as usual, right? Unfortunately, with 10 minutes to go, it's still fucking 0-0. So what do? It's going to go into extra time. You might remember this. They fucking postponed news at 10. Because United were playing against a team of fucking waiters. They fucking said... The fucking nation was holding its breath. Trevor, fucking stand by me. We didn't find out till 24 hours after the rest of the world that the fucking Berlin Wall had come down. They postponed news at 10. Ten days later, City are playing at Notts County. And they put the match back 24 hours so it doesn't clash with fucking Nottingham Goose Fair. Am I right? Fucking right, that. Fucking up against. You get away with anything. Which leads me to Manchester United players' driving abilities. Now, they had a bit of a bad patch, didn't they? Coming out that car park after training, it was like fucking wacky races. If they weren't fucking colliding with each other, they were hitting innocent motorists going to fucking Asda. Beckham got off his speeding charge because he said his Ferrari was being tailgated by a fucking Ford Fiesta. following day I said to her, I said, get that fucking Fiesta in Auto Trader fucking today. G-Reg two-tone Ford Fiesta can outperform a fucking Ferrari. Ferguson gets away with it because he's going to shit himself. In court, he said, I needed a shit, Your Worship. So my immediate instinct was to head for Old Trafford. But I was lucky enough to find 67,000 of them. And then only a few days later, they revealed that Manchester United owned a breakthrough in automobile technology, a car that can speed on the M1 with no fucker in it. Fucking get away with everything, don't they? Fucking Middlesbrough game. The referee won the 100 yards backwards fucking world record whilst being confronted by the cast of fucking Schindler's List. Ugly bastards, aren't they? Fucking hell. Making sure everything's right. And I know we do have a laugh, but I mean you've got to hold your hands up. They have had some great players over the years, and rivalry apart, I mean you've got to put your hands up when players like, you know, George Best, of course, obviously springs to mind. And I think whatever your loyalties, you think about George and the way he handled his career, and you know, your heart goes out to him, you know, really. No, fair's fair. And I know, because he's like an adopted monk in many ways, and you think, I mean, as you know, he's not been so good lately, and the bad news is that you might have heard he's done that much damage to his liver over the years. I don't know if you've seen him on the telly, it's shocking. His complexions, he's actually yellow now to look at him. But the good news is that he is in the next series of The Simpsons. Now this brings us to the subject of David Beckham, which may be the point you were waiting for. I don't know. No. As you, I don't know if you know about, you know when they got back from the triumphant tour of Brazil, and they were having dinner with some friends, and one of them says, David, what hotel did you stay in Brazil? He says, he says, give me the name of a big railway station. So he says, Euston. He says, no. Piccadilly? No. Victoria? Oh yeah, that's it. Victoria? What was the name of the hotel I stayed in Brazil? He was asked how he was finding it, you know, playing in the league after the embarrassment of Euro 2000, and he said, it's all right, really. And the reporter said to him, yeah, but what about the stick, David? He said, well, she's not really very interested in football. Anyway, even as we speak, he is captain of fucking England, right? Hey? What a man to have in charge of the fucking offside trap. Ow. We're better off with fucking Duncan Norvell, wouldn't they? So listen, we're getting the feel now. We're trying to make contact with people who fucking hate Manchester United all over the world. Should we just try a little thing, just before we get into the main thing? Are you two United fans? Well, that's lovely to come along and show that there's no hard feelings. Bernard, they're fucking sat here. Now, can we just try a bit of live action for what this is what we call wild shots in the game. Can we just try a little bit and try? I normally do this on my fucking own if it's all right with you. No, it's not the only thing I normally do on my own. Anyway, now without knocking any equipment over or putting anybody's eye out, can we just try a little bit of? We're hoping to have the music here, but we can't lay our hands on it at the moment. Can we have a little bit of Stand Up If You Hate Man U? Would that be all right? You know, would it? Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. That's all right. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much, sir. We'll be in touch. Lovely. I lost 32 pints during that. Now, just one final word, because the entertainment is about to commence in earnest in just a second. Now, just to show that this isn't... Just to show that this isn't an evening which is merely pandering to people's baser instincts, we are going to introduce a little bit of a cultural note, just in case anyone forms the wrong impression, nationally and internationally, of Manchester City fans, just to show that we have got a little bit of breeding and decency. It's not Fabian Barthez, you are, yeah? How do they get away with playing Donald fucking Pleasance in goal? Eh? I know what he does. He puts the fucking ball where he knows it is, and he goes like that, doesn't he? Seen that film, haven't you? Now for the informative and educational part of the evening. To give you a brief lecture on the current state of convergence required for European Monetary Union, from the University of Chorlton-on-Medlock, will you please welcome the lovely Gaynor? I stand up if you hate Man U. Now, I know what the ladies are thinking, but I'm sorry, it's out of the question. No, because I've not been on my sunbed this week. The tube's broken. And in any case, on Friday, I'm in the final of the Arsene Wenger lookalike contest. I want to keep myself in trim for that. Now, we've already shown you, we're going to scale the heights of comedy this evening. I was introduced as the biggest blue there is. Well, I do my best, but I think we all agree that there's one blue who's bigger than anybody else. The biggest blue you could hope to meet. Will you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Bernard Manning!
Thank you very much indeed. James H. Reeves, thank you. We've been friends for years. Many, many years, James Reeves and I. Queer as knees friends. Hiya, James. Lovely to see you. Are you still fucking up burning bake-up?
Oh.
It's your own business, James. I won't tell anybody. Look at this scruffy cunt on the first row. Have you ever seen it like that? You make a good tramp if you smarten your fucking self up a bit. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of mine. We're gonna fucking stop them on Saturday, you know that, don't you? It's been done before, it can be done again. It can be done again. In the George Best days, you remember him, George? I went to launch a ship with him the other week at Newcastle. He wouldn't let go of the fucking bottle. Nice lad, though. He went in a pub, he said, 3 pints of Guinness. Week after fucking week, 3 pints of Guinness. The lad says, how's you don't only order fucking 1 pint at a time? He said, oh, my 2 brothers, he said. My 2 relations, he said, we always ordering 3, he said. 1 week he come in, he said, 2 pints of Guinness. He said, have you lost one of your brothers? He said, no, I've stopped fucking drinking, he said. I want to see Pavarotti last week. What a miserable cunt. He don't like you joining in, does he? England's getting beat 1-0. Some fucking captain, that Beckham, isn't he? Hey, 1-0 they're getting beat. The Italians. Their flag should be a white cross on a white background. I knew a fella during the war earned a fucking fortune putting reverse lights on their tanks. What's he celebrating? No school in the morning, no, was he? I bet them's your first teeth, them, aren't they? You'll be a fucking last if you don't start laughing, you little twat. Fucking hell. He's not 3 stone wet through on fucking horseback, him. Hey, all right, son. Tell your mother to get some fucking meat in or something. Potatoes and meat. You not got the fucking big A, have you? You look fucking thin to me, you cunt. Hey, find out what glass he's fucking supping out of. Don't put it back behind the fucking bar. Life's wonderful, especially if you're a City supporter. 2nd division, 1st division, come up, you see? Not like United, always winning fucking trophies and all that. What's the fucking good of that all the time? You must get sick of that, mustn't you? You must get fucking sick of that. Get it quiet, let's go for a drink somewhere. Well, that's how City supporters are. Up 1 week, down the next week. I've been down a few times, I'll fucking tell you that. I'll never fucking forget her. Some you never fucking forget. 69. Fucking hell, I said, I couldn't stand another fucking 68 of them. Fella went on Stars in Your Eyes as Glenn Miller. Walked through the mess and nobody's fucking seen him since. Little old woman walked in this chemist shop, she said, my old man, she said, he's not performing like he used to, she said. What's them new tablets? He said, Viagra. She said, are they any good? He said, they're fucking marvellous. I check him, he said. She said, can you get it over the counter? He said, only if I take fucking 4. Alex is looking very, very old these days. He's getting worried that Alex, you know. I think the bubbles burst at Old Trafford. His wife went to her doctor's the other day. She said, this Viagra, what's it all about? He said, well, there's 3 different strengths. 100%, 50% and 25%. She said, what's the difference? He said, well, 25%, it lifts it just a little bit. 50%, it lifts it half. 100%, pointing to the ceiling. She says, give us the 25% one. He said, that won't do you much good. She said, no, but it'll stop him pissing in his fucking slippers. Fellow won a United ball here the other night. We raffled it off. He won a United ball, yes. And he come back and said, the fucking goalkeeper's not signed it. I said, no, but he got his fucking fingers to it. How are you, son? You Japanese never fucking laughed, do you? Eh? We've not forgot Pearl Harbor, pal. Don't fucking worry about that. December the 7th, 1941, you fucking shithouses. Look at him, he can't wait to get home and build another fucking Datsun. You look a nice young fella. Go and piss on this fucking job here. Fucking hell. Where you from, son? Where you live?
Crossing Road, halfway.
And that's fucking living, is it? You know what? Having sponsored water on you later on. Fucking hell. Fucking size of him. He looks as though he's been in a famine and you look as though you fucking caused it. They're showing films on your fucking back, you know that? Oh, we used to eat mushrooms for 6 ton of fucking mushrooms, tomatoes and all. 6 ton of fucking bacon for his dinner and tater ash, fucking pea soup. The doctor said there's only one trouble with you. You only got one fucking arsehole, he said. That's your problem. Where you from, this old fella here? Are you gonna... Uncle fucking Remus here. Uncle Fester. Them see-through wigs are very nice. Are they expensive? Fucking hell. If I had a head like that, I'd have it circumcised. What's your job? What do you do?
I'm a painter.
A painter? What do you paint?
Anything.
Anything? You want to paint some fucking hairs on your head? Paint some rabbits on, they look like fucking hairs from a distance. Hitler started as a painter, you want to fucking watch it. He wound up, he did. Take your photographs, son, go on, take it if you like. You're the city support, I can see that, true blue there. You okay? Have you took it? He didn't flash. It's one of them fucking kid you ones, them, isn't it? Eh? Are you taking the piss, you little cunt? Having me smiling for fuck all. The finest thing ever seen in my life, Dennis Law, on television, putting United in the 2nd division with that fucking... Oh, his fucking face, eh? Oh, I shouldn't have all my fucking teeth out and watch that again. Anyway, life's wonderful. Life is wonderful. That's what it's all about. Enjoying yourself. 2 girls on the cash out at the supermarket. One says, you can always tell the married fellas from the single fellas. She said, how do you do that? He said, what's this? A fella come up, he said, 1 mushroom, 1 egg, 1 tomato, 1 slice of bacon and 1 tin of beans. She said, you're a single fella, you aren't you? He said, how do you know that? She She said, you're a right ugly cunt. There's a ticket outside Old Trafford, and a fellow went up, he said, how much are the tickets? He says, 100 quid a piece. £100, he said. I can get a woman for that. He said, I know, but you won't get 45 minutes each way in a band at half time. Yorkshire couple on holidays in Spain. First day there, she says, George, we forgot the Bisto. He says, have we? She says, aye. She said, but I think that couple across the road, I think they're English, she said. Knock and see if they've any Bisto. And he went over. Fella comes to the door, he says, asked any Bisto? He said, fuck off, you Spanish cunt. Hurry up, your fucking head's shining in my eyes here. Like a moving spotlight, that. You want to get that weight off your fat twat? I'm telling you, it's fucking hanging. I used to be fat like that, fucking hell. It's only willpower. If I can do it, anybody fucking can. Bit of willpower. Up in the morning, punch the bag about, then she gets up, makes a cup of tea. If you like a smoke, have a smoke. If you like a drink, have a drink. If you like chips, have chips. If you like bread, have bread. Take no fucking notice, these specialists. They'll have you in bed for 7 o'clock. Drink and drive if you want. There's nothing worse than having a smash if you're fucking stone cold sober. The copper says, all the back end's hanging off. He says, I don't give a fuck what's happening. And when the police pull you up, you know, they must caution you. Remember that. They've got to caution you. They'll say to you, you're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say will be taken down and used in evidence. Your next sentence must be, please don't hit me again, officer. And if you're fucking black, again and again and again, officer. They knock fuck out of them blacks, you know, don't they? They think they're English because they're born here. That means if a dog's born in a stable, it's a fucking horse, is it? I've never heard such fucking nonsense. I was in Bradford last week, I felt like a fucking spot in a domino last week. Fucking hell, you want to see it there? Dial 999, you get the Bengal Lancers in Bradford. A white man got on a bus in Bradford, they all went off, thought it was a ghost. There's a fella going round Bradford taking pot shots at Sikhs, and the police have nicknamed him the fucking Turbinator. I'd love to see you on the fucking job, I'll tell you that. That can't be a pretty fucking sight, that. Hey, with a W on each arse going, wow. Wow. That's what it's all about. And enjoy life. Fuck United. David Beckham went for his haircut. Says, give us an all-off. He had these earphones on. The hairdresser said, I'll have to take the earphones off. He said, oh, I'd rather you not. He said, I'll have to. So he took the earphones off and he listened in, and Posh Spice is saying, breathe in. Now breathe out. Breathe in. Now breathe out. There's a pal of mine in here tonight, an old comic, there he is. 73 now, aren't you? Mr. Hammond? Johnny Hammond, he's out there. 73 now, are you, Johnny? And you look every fucking day a bit me old. Hey? Say hello to Roy Orbison when you get back, tell him we're all thinking about him. Fucking hell. Don't order a Christmas tree, whatever you fucking do. And get all your library books back in the morning. I take 16 tablets a day. I'm deaf in this left ear. I've got angina. I'm on a needle with my sugar, morning and night, 50 and a 45. Apart from that, I'm jumping for fucking joy. So if anybody get any money for the Lord, give it to me, because I'll be fucking standing before you lot. David Beckham went to Italy, forgot his boots. Posh Spice phoned him, she said, you forgot your boots. He says, no, I haven't. He says, you wear the trousers, you might as well have the fucking boots, he said. Fucking fella come round there, what's he call them windows? What they call them windows they put in your fucking house? Double glazing. Knocked on the fucking door, he says, we've not had no money for this double glazing. 6 fucking months it's been in. I said, well, you told me to pay for his fucking self in 6 months. Well, I joined the Foreign Legions, you know, how do you get a fuck out here, all this fucking sand like this? He said, the camel, he said, shed number 6, I'll boot you in for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. He opened the shed door, this fella got stuck right over his camel, give it a right fucking. The sergeant said, you dirty bastard, why don't you ride into town like the rest of the fucking lads? Two queers talking, one said, how you getting on? He says, fucking marvellous. He said, just joined one of these parachute clubs, he said. Wonderful, he said, jumping off the scaffolding with these big macho paratroopers rolling on the floor. Took 20 of us up in a plane the other day, so I was last. I looked down, I thought, oh, fuck it, I'm not jumping. And this big macho paratrooper came up, he took his prick out, he said, if you don't fucking jump, you'll get that right up your arse. Ooh, he said, did you jump? He says, only a little bit. English fella bought a house right in the islands of Scotland, fucking miles away from anywhere. First night there, big Islander at the door, 6'8", braces on, fucking ginger beard, Gulliver's Travel fucking belt on. All right fucking size. He says, I've come to invite you to a ceilidh. He said, what the fuck's a ceilidh? He says, there'll be plenty of eating, plenty of drinking, a wee bit of dancing, and a lot of fucking. He said, how do I dress? I've never been to a ceilidh before. Come as you are, he says. It'll just be the two of us. I wrote a song, it's all about a fella who's waiting for a train to go to Kew Gardens. You know where they grow all the lovely flowers and plants, trees? Kew Gardens. He's waiting for a train to go there. And while he's waiting for this train, he's singing my song. Now, you don't know this song, but you'll be singing it in 2 minutes' time. It'll be on everybody's lips. I want to catch a train. Fuck you. I want a train. Fuck you. I don't want a train to Timbuktu. All I want is a train. They are, you know it already. You didn't know that fucking song 5 minutes ago. There's me shaking hands with the Queen backstage London Palladium. Royal Command performer, me, you know. You know, watching a mug tonight. There she is with her little hand in mine. He was with her, the Duke of Kent. What a gormless cunt he is. Oh, Mr. Manning laughed my bollocks off tonight. Don't you know? I want to see that Princess Anne close up, fucking hell, like shaking hands in Red Room. Now she's opening Buckingham Palace to everybody. Them scousers will strip the fucking place. £8 to go in there, lad, there, 8 quid's worth, believe you me. I can see the Duke of Edinburgh and the Queen walking down them corridors saying, where's them tables and chairs gone from there? There used to be a mirror there, where's everything fucking going? £50 million pictures on the fucking walls in Birkenhead and Bootle. Look what I got for your birthday, love, the old Duke of Welly there, you know. Pinch your teeth and come back for your fucking gums, them scousers. Old Trafford's getting us bad. When there to see City play, last time we played there, fucking hell. Little United supporter come up, he said, can I mind your car, mister? I says, no, and there's a fucking Rottweiler in the back of there. Oh, he said, he can put fires out, can he? The doorman worse than the kid. Oh, fucking hell, what a miserable cunt. Having to go at everybody. Somebody'd upset him. Straight through Mr. Manning, he says, enjoy the football. Pulling his fucking face. Zeb Coe's behind me, not in here, he says. Not this gate here, right round the other side of the park. Not this gate here, right round the other side of the park. He says, I'm Zeb Coe. He says, well, it won't take you fucking long then, will it? A Scouser went for a job on a building site. The foreman said, what would you want to paint that 80-foot chimney? He said, 80-foot fucking brush. Scouser got for a prostitute. She said, would you like a blowjob? He said, will it affect me dole money? Fucking unbelievable, them Scousers, unbelievable. I like to go to Liverpool once a year to visit my fucking hubcaps. Oh, they fucking piss all over the place. There's that many houses boarded up in Liverpool, the window cleaner's got a fucking sander. George Best is having a bad time. He wants back to a horse called Yella Yella years ago. And he won a fortune. He had all his house painted yellow, all the furniture painted yellow, all the wallpaper painted yellow. Everything was yellow. And he got yellow jaundice, and they can't find him. Two Irish brothers went down for disability pension, cracking on they was deaf. The first one went in, he says, shut the door behind you. He says, right. He says, fuck off. He says, you're not fucking deaf, I've just asked you to shut the door. He shouted right and shut the door. Out! Get out! On his way out, he said to his mate, don't shut that fucking door. He's trying to trick you. His mate went in, he said, shut the door behind you. He says, shut it your fucking self. Irish fellow bought a chainsaw. He went back after a couple of days. He said, this chainsaw, he said, it's no good to me, he said. You told me you cut 60 trees a day down. I'm only doing 40, he says. He's fucked this saw. He said, let's have a look at it. He pulled the string. He went brrrr. He said, what's that fucking noise? Two Irish fellas went for a job, and the fella behind the desk, the boss, he had a big ear growing out of his forehead. Ooh, a fucking massive ear. With a big lobe on, you know. And a big ear growing out of his chin. And the first one went in, he said, can you see anything unusual about me? Oh, yes, he said, you've got this big ear growing out your forehead there, and this fucking big ear growing out your chin. He says, you insulting bastard. He said, get out. On his way out, he said to his mate, don't mention his fucking ears. He's a bit touchy. His mate went in, he said, can you see anything unusual about me? He said, no. He said, look very closely. Oh, yes, he says, you wear contact lenses. He said, how do you know that? He said, you couldn't get a pair of fucking glasses on the me as you were. And what about that French goalkeeper? Barthez, where the fuck they got him from? I've always wanted to appear in France, you know, see me name in big French letters. Them French, I don't fucking trust them, I'll tell you. I went in the cafe over there, I said, have you got frog's legs? He said, yes. I said, hop in the kitchen and get us a fucking ham sandwich. Hello, walked in a Chinese chicken shop. He says, hey, you. He says, how do you know my name? Yes?
Have we got room for two more?
Yes. Come in, David, come in, son. Bring her with you. Don't be ashamed, son. No, we all drop bollocks. We all have a cross to bear, son, and that's yours. She's either pregnant or she swallowed a fucking pickle. Come in, my darling. Nobody does. Come, my love. Come up here, my darling. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lovely. You've got a lovely voice. And I've always said, how are you, David? Nice to see you. I'm not going to ask any awkward questions tonight, like what's your fucking name? Those see-through wigs are very, very nice. Are they expensive? Yes. You don't speak very much, do you?
Sorry.
You do all your talking with your feet, don't you? You don't have your feet up there, have you? It's nice to see you anyway. You are absolutely gorgeous. Come and sit on my side over here, my love. Come and sit over. Stand on this side, and you stand there, my old son. And because there might be a ball coming across any moment now, which you can nod about. You're playing Manchester City on Saturday. Would there be any use of bribing you, giving you a few quid, because I know you're on very low money there. It must be fucking terrible to go to fucking work 7 hours a fucking week. And earn the fucking pittance you get. And have to put up with that Roy Keane. Eh? That's another nice fella, that Roy Keane, isn't he? How does he manage on £35,000 a fucking week? You know. Fucking hell, I've got to work a fortnight for that. And you, my love, how's the baby?
He's fine.
What's his name?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh, you had him while he was in Brooklyn, didn't you? Oh, it's a good job he's not born in fucking Ramsbottom, isn't he? Had my first fucking Ramsbottom, eh? I'm telling you. And her mother washed us and all. She went, meh. But we're all City supporters here. We're not all. There's a sprinkling of United supporters. We're going to get a fucking good... There's a sprinkling. There's always a sprinkling. You get all over the fucking world. But it's lovely to have you with us tonight. Go and take a seat and have a good drink and enjoy the show. All right, my lad. Here's a little Twizzler. Very, very nice. You as my daughter, I'll still be fucking bathing you. Thank you, David. Thank you. What a lovely lad. I don't care what they say about you, David. She looks a good fuck to me. There's something running down my leg. I hope it's sweat. Fucking hell. But that's what it's all about. A good laugh. Take football for what it is. A great game. Watching your team win. And even if they lose, it's not the end of the fucking world. I used to go to Main Road, 1934. Let you in at half time. There was a big depression on in them days. 1934 with my dad. All the trams said Main Road on. Main Road. And we used to go every fucking week, Main Road. And the poor used to fucking walk there. And they used to let you in at half time for nothing if your father wasn't working. I never saw a full fucking match, mate. There was no microphones to announce the changes in the team. There was just a fella going around with a board, a big easel on his, walking right round the pitch. You feel fucking sorry for him. He looked fucking wringing wet through many a time. You think, you know, what a fucking shame. Fuck him. We've got our own fucking problems. This black fella walked in this pub with a fucking big parrot on his shoulder. And he said, where do you get that from? And the parrot said, Africa, there's fucking millions of them. There used to be happy people, the coloured people, years ago, and singing the fucking heads off in the cotton fields. And he used to go round with a whip. Oh, give us another crack at that whip. I love that whip. And he used to get the whip out. Overtown lads, on the ass, master, on the ass. They fucking loved it, you know. £6 a week and all the cotton they could eat. And that Andy Cole is very fast. Them coloured people are fast, but they didn't pick cotton that quick, you know. It used to be, Old Man River, singing the fucking heads up. 3 fellas being interviewed on television. At the end of the show, the interviewer said to the first one, and how would you like to die? Oh, I said, on the job with a smile on my face, that'd do me. He said to the second one, how would you like to die? He said, there's no wrong with that. On the job with a smile on my face, that'd do me as well, he said. He said to the third one, how would you like to die? He said, like my father, peaceful in his sleep. Not screaming and fucking shouting like his passengers. The best fucking laugh is going up the M62. The M62, there's a farmer there, right in the middle of the motorway. Won't fucking move. He's adamant he will not move. So only in England, they built the fucking motorway around him. He goes to the left of the farmhouse and to the right of the farmhouse. You'll see it when you go to Leeds. And there's pigs and fucking sheep and cows in the middle of the motorway. And they got him on television. They said, has it affected your life? He says, has it fucked? Oh, fucking hell, no, not my fucking life. Cross-eyed judge and 3 cross-eyed prisoners in the dock. He said to the first one, 6 months. The second one said, thank you. He said to the third one, I wasn't fucking talking to you. And the first one said, I never opened my fucking mouth. Fella up in court, the judge says you're charged with battering your wife to death with a hammer. And the boys at the back of the court shouted, you fucking shithouse. And they all went quiet, you know. He says, you're also charged with battering your daughter to death with a hammer. And the boys at the back of the court shouted, you lousy bastard. The judge said, well, this can't go on. He says, come here. He says, I can understand you've been a bit upset about this case, but any more outbursts like this, I shall charge you with contempt. Now, what's the idea? He said, well, I lived next door to this bastard for over 20 years, he said. Every time I asked to borrow a hammer, he said he hadn't fucking got one. He said, have you anything to say before I pronounce sentence? He said, fuck all. The judge says to his solicitor, what did he just say then? He said, fuck all, Your Honour. He said, I'm sure I saw his lips move, he said. Fella walked in a pub with a crocodile. The landlord said, get it out. He said, it does tricks. He says, tricks, you balmy bastard. Get that crocodile out of here. And now, move with the crocodile. He says, you're going to have a thrombosis, you, the way you're going on. He said, fucking hell, calm down. Not seen the trick yet, have you? Watch this. Opens the crocodile's mouth like that. Put his prig in its mouth like that. Got a bit of wood out of his back pocket and bang, right across the head. The crocodile went, fucking hell, he said. You've got some bottle to go out like that. He said, I told you it was good, he said. All that fucking screaming and shouting. Anybody in this pub like to try it for 50 quid? This little old woman says, I'll try it, she said, but don't hit me on the fucking head as I did that. Fella joined a monastery. You could only speak every 15 years. And after 15 years, the head monk said, has anybody got anything to say? This fella said, there's too much sugar in the porridge. And after another 15 years, he says, has anybody got anything to say? He said, there's still too much fucking sugar in the porridge, he said. And after another 15 years, he said, has anybody got anything to say? This fella said, I'm leaving the fucking monastery, sir. He said, well, it was be as well, he said, because you've done nothing but fucking grumble since you come in the pub. Bill and Ben's in bed, and Bill said to Ben, scobble blubble blibble, blibble blubble blubble. And Ben said, swallow it, you mad twat. I'd love to tell that on Stars on Sunday, you know. You know, my ambition is to go live on the Antique Roadshow and say to some old woman, you know that's worth fuck all. Not a fucking carrot. Now, fuck off with it. That'll liven Sunday night up, wouldn't it? Freddie Mercury, they had a big show at Wembley for him. You remember Freddie Mercury? He had to bury him on his hands and knees so his fucking friends would recognise him. How can you mess about with a fella's fucking arse? That's one thing I couldn't be fucking queer, I'll tell you. I couldn't stand fellas refusing me as well as women. Ron Davies, the Welsh MP, walking across Clapham Common, 4:30 in the morning, minding his own business, and somebody jumped out and sucked his prick. Now wasn't he a lucky cunt? President Clinton, the most powerful man in the world. He said, I think that Monica's going fucking deaf, he said. I said to her, sack my cook. Well, I hope United are faster than them fucking horses of Alex. Some of them fucking horses he's got there, he's been fucking kidding with them, you know that. Hey? He had one the other week, he came in that fucking late, he tiptoed to the stable so he wouldn't wake the other fucking horses up. Alex, whatever you do, book your fucking ideas up with that horse's like. Years ago, Lord Derby says to Lester Piggott, if this horse doesn't win today, it's on the milk in the morning. He said, I'm sick of ploughing fucking money into this horse, Jim. Don't win today, it's on the milk. Last furlong, now comes the stick. On the shoulders, on the arse, on the shoulders, on the arse. He's knocking fuck out of this horse. It's going backwards. On the shoulders, on the arse. Right on the bollocks. The horse pulled up, he said, turn it in. Turn it in with that fucking whip, will you? I've got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Last Christmas, fucking horse run for Alex there. It's winning by a full fucking length. And they fucking throwing mince pies at it, champagne, fucking Christmas cake. Got fucking beat by a neck. Alex said to that fucking Dettori, what happened? He said, I was fucking hampered. Father Christmas came down the chimney, Dolly Bird lay there, just a negligee on. He said, yo ho ho, ho 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 ho, he said. Happy Christmas, there's your present. He said, he's stopping for 5 minutes, I'll make it worth it. He said, I've no time for now like that, he said. Too much to do, he said. These kids are waiting for the toys, he said. And she dropped the lot. He said, now look here, he said. I shouldn't be stood here talking to you like this, he said. These kids are waiting for the toys, you know, he said. He said, I'll have to stop now, I can't get back up the fucking chimney. You've worked here a few years, haven't you, son, now? And your dad worked here before. He was a thief, though, your father. We're not fucking copped you yet. But the cameras are working, there's plenty of fucking filming, and we'll have you cunt. You can't move up Hale Barnes on your fucking money. Fucking doorman, Christmas Eve, hanging on the fucking chandeliers here. Good night, Bernard. Quiet, wasn't it? What a fucking game this is, I'll tell you, for fucking thieving. Unbelievable. That's a job I couldn't do, taxi driving. I don't like people talking behind me fucking back. Got a gay village in Manchester, and the only place to park your car. Nobody will bend down and paint them fucking double yellow lines. So how's the team doing anyway? Did you ever go down to Old Trafford and see the lads? Did you ever see them walk around Old Trafford and that? Nice. Matt Busby, he was a gentleman, Matt Busby. He learnt all his football at Old Main Road, you know. He played for us long before he went to Old Trafford, Matt. He learnt all his football with us. Are you all right, son? Can I shake you by the hand? Because you've took a lot of stick tonight, and you really look a nice young fella to me.
Thank you.
You look like fucking brains out of fucking Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are low. Ah, Mr. Stacey. Fucking do for me. Lovely, lovely. Come in, son. I think I'm due for a box of milk tray here. Is the man in black here? Fucking hell. I bet you don't go out on fucking bonfire night, you do. The fucking kids will sling you on if you do, you scuffy cunt. 3 niggers up in court in South Africa, white judge. He said, what's the charge here? I've got a fucking golf match this afternoon, I can't be fucking about here. What's the charge? He said, this one here, Your Honour, he was rioting. He had a rifle. Hang the cunt, he said. What about him here? He said, he was rioting, Your Honour, he had a rifle. Hang the cunt, he said. What about him here? He said, he was rioting, but he didn't have a rifle. Oh, he said, how much money do you have in his pocket? He says, 3 quid. Hang the cunt, he said. Saving up for a fucking rifle, him, he said. You look a right fucking weirdo, you and all with the glasses on there. Your rooms are ready now. Igor, kill. Fucking hell. What a fucking weirdo you look, I'll tell you. Boris Karloff's got fuck all on you, I'll tell you. Well, you know what's going on my gravestone, my epitaph? I'd sooner be here than Old Trafford. You've been lovely to me. I hope you've had a good evening tonight. There's plenty to go on yet. There's a stripper that comes on and does the splits over a Guinness bottle. And this week it's cost a fucking fortune. We've lost 6 crates of Guinness up to now. It's frothy, man. It's frothy. Good night and God bless and take care.